Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about the third episode of Mewkledreamy, which was very cute, as Mewkledreamy always is. So this episode started with a very nice scene of Yume in the cheerleading club that now she is part of. And as I said before, I think that that character from the manga is going to play a part in this story somehow, because she appears a lot. And it's funny because she's called Chiami-chan, and cheer in Japanese is chia. So chia, chiami, and that was awesome. I loved that. Also, I love the manga style they show in the anime, and Yume was drawn in this style for the first time, and I found that absolutely adorable. That was so cute. That was very adorable. And I'm in my manga spree lately, so that was cool to see. So with that, we're able to see how Yume is integrating with the cheerleading club, how they accept her nicely. That was very sweet as well. And then we get to the classroom, and we have the best teacher ever, Aoi Sensei. I'm trying hard to remember the names. Aoi Sensei is the teacher, and I love him. He is awesome. Oh my god, and he's pretty. Come on. That man is handsome. And he's so charming. He's so fabulous in the way he speaks and calls out people. I loved that. And that scene that Yume got a little late to the classroom, and he was like, I thought we were getting like something big, but it was just normal. And then in the classroom, we were able to see a little bit of Maida, the second character from the Mewkledreamy series. Like, she's the second one that's gonna transform into a Yume something. I don't think they have a certain name, but she's gonna transform, and we know that because of the opening and the promo images. So Maida is a very nice character. She is a very nice girl. I loved the focus on her in this episode, but that first scene that we had from her in the classroom established that people come to her expecting other stuff, not only the friendship. They come to her expecting her to give them something else because she is famous. And so like she expects people to come to her for that. And I found that a little strange because I thought that the girls from the last episode were her real friends, you know what I mean? And it seems they're not. It seems that she is a very lonely girl in this sense. It doesn't seem that she cares much about it, but she's very lonely in this sense. And at the same time, she just interacts with people. She says that she's gonna give them what they want, and that's it. In the classroom, we also see Asahi, and I said it in my last impressions video, and I feel I have the same impression. Well, it's not really an impression, like this is really obvious. Asahi really likes Yume, and he wants to impress her, and he is paying attention to her, and he sees that she's paying attention to the tennis club. That's why he's joining. So in this episode, it was even more clear than before, and he wanted to talk to her about what happened in episode 2, but she didn't even connect the dots. Like she wasn't even thinking about that. And then when he ran away, like totally awkward, she ended up remembering what she was thinking about that. And so Yume, after that, she spends a lot of time during that episode thinking about Sugiyama senpai, the leader of the tennis club. She daydreams about him, and she keeps on thinking and, you know, wanting to be with him and everything. And I think that this episode took like lots of scenes with that, and I understand that like this is totally not for me, but I find it so boring, you know. As I'm talking about the show, I'm gonna say it. I find it boring, you know, and okay, that's her thing, and I get it. People when they're young like that, they have infatuations. For people they seem to be in love with, and that's not really being in love, but you know, being infatuated, and like we spend a lot of time seeing that. That's very resemblant of some shoujo mangas, and the faces she makes, it's adorable. But then she wants to enter his dream because she wants to know more about him, and then we get a little more piece of lore from the Yume Synchro thing, that book that Mew has, and Mew shows her like everything you want to know, it's in this book. So they search if they can go to other person's dreams, and it's very clear. You can only go if the person is troubled or if the person is worried. You cannot go if you want to go by yourself. But Yume wants to go, and she stretches the argumentation so that she's able to go. Mew doesn't buy that at all, but she ends up accepting and saying, let's go. And that scene was strange because Yume was just, you know, talking and trying to convince her, and Mew was like, no, I don't buy that. And then Yume gave another argument. She was like, no, you can't give me the same argument with another tone. And then she just ends up accepting. And I thought that it was supposed to be like a funny scene, but it just fell kind of flat. But they ended up, you know, going to Sugiyama's dream. But then we see the villains appearing, and the villains take them to another dream. Like, they try to mess up with what Yume was doing, and she ends up in another person's dream, which is in Maiha's dream. And so she gets to see Maiha a little bit, and she doesn't really understand what Maiha's doing. For me, and for, I believe, everyone, it was clear, like, what she was trying to do. And she was giving us lots of jokes and puns. And like, I really feel sorry for the people that have to translate this kind of thing. It must be really hard because you have to get the context, you have to keep the puns, and you know, the puns are usually language related, so translating that must be a pain, such a pain. I admire Moyai subs, you guys are awesome by, you know, doing this job, because this must be really hard. But then, you know, Yume just spends a little time there. She uses her power a little bit to stop one of the cows, which were very cute, by the way. And then, you know, she realizes that she was in Maiha's dream, and then she started following Maiha around in an actual life, not in a dream. And when she gets with Maiha into that cafe, she gets to know the real Maiha. And that scene was very interesting because we, the viewers, didn't know much about Maiha. She has a very strong accent from a specific place, Kyoto. I don't remember, in Japan, and that's appears a lot in her speech. And she also says that she loves comedy, and she shows the real reason why she became an Ichimo, which means like an Ichigo model, which is a type of model or even an idol in Japan. And she does this model work because she wants to be a comedian one day, and this can be something that she does. And I found it very nice because she was in that place because her company told her to go there because they needed her to taste the food and post a picture that's so like influencer, like so big, like people that do this, they do this kind of thing all the time. And I found it very nice that they put it in a show like this. I was definitely not expecting something like that. I liked it. And then like we get to see the real Maiha, and Yume gets to help her in trying to become a comedian and creates a comedian club at school. And in that scene, we also understand that Maida, she expects people to want something from her because she's famous. And when Yume doesn't want anything, she just wants to spend time with her, she was a little like happy, and she was able to show her true colors. She was able to open up to Yume, like show the real Maida to her. And there was also another interesting scene that Mewkledreamy did. I don't remember if it appeared in the last two episodes, but if it did, I really don't remember. And when Maida called her Yume-chan for the first time, Mew said something like, "This is this week's Yume-chan." So I believe that every time someone calls Yume as Yume-chan for the first time, we're gonna have a scene like that, which is very adorable, which is very, very adorable. And you know, it was a cute scene, and now the girls, like, they have a bond. They go to the school to try to make the club work. And what was interesting, like that scene was just okay. What was interesting was that the guy that Yume's in love with, she's infatuated with, she's able to see how he is close to the other girl that she saw him with the last time. And you know, that scene, like we had a lot of dialogue in that scene that doesn't really put much into the series itself, but it was funny just to see Yume's reaction. But because as time went by, she was even more and more shocked as to how close they are with each other. And so she was like, inside she was probably feeling desperate. That was very nice. Like the scene itself, what they were saying wasn't really important, with the fact that Yume-chan was reacting to that way was awesome. I loved that part. And I think that was it basically in this episode. We see like Maida really opening up to Yume, and we also see the villains like in a clearer way. And the villain is called Uni-sama. And like, it's a cat, it's a villain, and I'm like, Uni girl, you got tired of becoming Cure Cosmo, and now you're jumping to be the villain of another series. Good, I love that. And we didn't see much, we don't really understand what they're doing, but I love the designs of those black cats. I love that design, that's incredible. And then I think that like the last part of the episode had a very important scene which showed Maida with a stuffed animal, and she was wondering like, when will we find your real owner? Because that is the stuffed animal that is going to, you know, give her powers and starts interacting with her. But so far, it's still pretending to be a stuffed animal. She doesn't know about that. And the stuffed animal itself, like, wants to see if he can or she can trust Maida or not. And I don't know if the stuffed animal is pretending or not, but, or if it's not awake yet, but I'm pretty sure it's already awake. I don't know. Oh, and one other thing. Maida is searching for a comedy partner. That's her dream. She wants to find a comedy partner. Obviously going to be her stuffed animal. That's obvious. And honestly, this really makes me want to watch episode 4. I'm really excited. This show is, you know, it really hooked me up. I'm liking it a lot. That was my view on episode 3. Please leave a comment with yours. Let's keep talking in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!